Madeline, I'm going to ask you to address us now.
Merci, Monsieur Strassman. Bonjour, je suis la conservatrice du musée communautaire de Windsor et j'aimerais souhaiter bienvenue à tout le monde, spécialement nos invités distingués. Nous sommes rassemblés ici ce matin afin de discuter la commémoration d'un événement de 200 ans dans le passé. Un événement qui est reconnu comme le premier affrontement majeur de la guerre de 1812. Un affrontement devenu une grande victoire qui a changé le cours de la guerre et alors le futur du Canada. Cet événement fut la prise de Détroit en août de 1812 par le général Isaac Brock, les forces britanniques, la milice et les autochtones alliés avec le chef de Tecumseh. En passant, ça vaut la peine de mentionner que le site de l'artillerie pour la campagne fut la ferme de François Barry, membre important de la communauté francophone de l'époque, dans lequel 80% de la population était francophone. Cette ferme de M. Barby est maintenant le site du musée communautaire de Windsor, dans lequel on se trouve aujourd'hui. Et j'aimerais aussi, à la fin de cette présentation, vous inviter à explorer la maison Barby et aussi l'exposition sur la guerre de 1812 qui vous entoure dans cette salle. L'année passée, le département des affaires culturelles de la ville de Windsor a rassemblé des représentants des organisations dans la ville de Windsor afin d'organiser un événement pour commémorer la prise de Détroit. Le projet en voie de développement, la question de financement est devenue prioritaire. En septembre 2011, le WindsorEssex Community Foundation, en association avec la ville de Windsor, présenta une demande de financement au programme de patrimoine canadien, développement des communautés par le biais des arts et du patrimoine. La comité fut très contente d'être avisée par l'honorable James Moore, ministre du patrimoine canadien et des langues officielles, que notre demande a été acceptée et qu'on recevra une contribution pour aider à défrayer les frais associés avec le projet intitulé « Commémoration de la prise de Détroit ». Je vous remercie beaucoup.
Madeline, thank you. Very well spoken. Representing Minister Moore this morning is the Member of Parliament for Essex, Mr. Jeff Watson. Jeff?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Glenn, and just as a very quick housekeeping item, I've had a few stares at my head this morning and a few questions about whether this is a summer haircut. It's not. I have a good friend of mine who is going through chemotherapy right now, and so we're standing in solidarity with him. I'll be a whole lot smoother, by the way, by the end of next week. So I promised him I would be standing with him in that. So, but the real reason we're here today, and this is a very important one, and first of all, let me thank the Windsor's Community Museum for being our host for this event this morning. And of course, Glenn, to you and your team at the Foundation for a great plan. We are here to make an important announcement, partnership with the federal government surrounding events or commemorations of the bicentennial of the War of 1812, which we are calling the Fight for Canada. It's our opportunity, this and the next 2 years, to engage Canadians in reminding previous generations while educating a new generation in an important part of our shared history, the War of 1812. And to do so by engaging our communities and community organizations from the grassroots up to develop events, programs, displays, to tell the story of the fight for Canada, especially by engaging our local artists, performers, reenactors. These events, these programs are also an important part of our economic development. It was a key part of our government's low tax plan for jobs and growth approved last year by our government MPs, and form an important part of the local economies. I think if we heard the Mayor last week, tourism forms an important part of the Windsor-Essex region. And our government, as a result, is investing millions of dollars, literally from sea to sea, this and the next 2 years in these events. Today's announcement will join an earlier lead announcement in the town of Amherstburg for $98,000 in the series of events culminating in the Roots to Boots Festival out at Fort Malden in the town of Amherstburg. This fight for Canada, what was it? Well, in 1812 through 1814, and particularly here we were the early front in the defense of the North American colonies that would ultimately become Canada as we know it. We are recognizing the importance of our First Nation allies, the preservation, our ability to preserve through the defense of these colonies, the unique French footprint in North America, and specifically within Canada, its unique language, laws, customs, and of course the fact that this war paved the way ultimately for Confederation and the creation of our great country that we love so much, Canada. And that's why today, on behalf of the Honourable James Moore, our Minister of Canadian Heritage, I'm very pleased to announce that we are investing $139,000 in a commemoration, a series of events to commemorate the capture of the fort at Detroit, participation, of course, of Chief Tecumseh and our native allies, regulars from Fort Amherstburg, now Fort Malden, militia, and of course the artillery from right here where we're standing today. This battle formed, in a military sense, a key part of the early defense of what were then the highways, the waterways of the Upper Lakes, and formed the basis of also the economic importance of the western frontier. It's hard to imagine today with 8% tree cover and farms and industries, but this was wilderness and the far-flung reaches of frontier. And so the fort at Detroit also formed an important launch point for a series of battles, some successful, some less successful, into Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. So this was a very important part of the opening of the war, an easy entry point for the Americans who thought they would be very successful. It was simply a matter of marching, as they believed at the time. And of course, the unique partnerships formed in the defense of Canada proved otherwise. And so those were critical moments, early moments, tense moments in the early days of that conflict. We are Canada today because of the successful defense of this region and ultimately of all the colonies at the time. So I want to congratulate Glenn, you and your team, the various partners who made this a reality. We look forward to hearing what these events will all entail, but I can say that the Government of Canada, on behalf of our Minister, we are very pleased to be a lead partner with you in making your celebration, your commemoration, an important part of how we retell this story to generations to come. So congratulations to you and your team, and we're just very proud to be part of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.